Yes. So in today's class, we will be I will be giving the introduction. First of all, the introduction to Sanskrit language and Sanskrit grammar, and also the Sahitya. And before that, we will just discuss the ground rules or some of the basic norms which have to be followed during the uh, span of the whole course. Okay. And the medium of this course will be in English primarily, but also Hindi will be used sometimes if a devotee needs more clarification, and if at all someone wants to understand more properly, and if he's not able to grasp the concepts in English language. So at those times, uh, we can also teach the concepts in Hindi language. Okay. Yeah. So before we begin the class, I would just like to give my introduction. I am Chaitanya Jivan Das, and I'm disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. So just a little bit background. I am basically from Gujarat, specifically from Vallabh Vidyanagar or Anand. And I underwent Gurukula education. There is a Nandagram farm community, and there I underwent Gurukula education. After that, Guru Maharaj asked us to go to Tamil Nadu for learning Sanskrit grammar very properly. So we all my Gurukul mates also, we all went there and we learned Sanskrit grammar and Sanskrit Sahitya from our teacher there in Tamil Nadu. Yes. So yeah, and presently I am stationed in ISKCON Tirupati. Yes, and here I am serving as a brahmachari in this ISKCON temple. Okay. So this was just a short, brief introduction about me. I will just share my screen, my PPT slides. Yes. So yes, so first of all, we will discuss what are the norms of the classes. So first of all, this is an online class, and that's why the etiquettes of the online classes must be followed, that they are. So unless asked by the teacher, everybody should be in mute. Yeah, that's the requirement. Because while I'm speaking, so if at all someone's mic is not muted, then what will happen? Maybe sometimes there will be noise there in the home, then it will create disturbance. So it's better that while I'm speaking, everyone's mic should be muted. Okay. And it is a good to turn on your videos, okay, while I'm speaking. So that's why, because these Sanskrit classes will be an interactive sessions. Okay, so it's not like we will just like, okay, I'm speaking and it will be like later on you can ask questions. But sometimes I will interact with some student and I will ask some question, and in that way they have to reply. Okay, so whatever we are learning, so in that way we have to discuss also, and in that way there will be also some practice sessions. Okay, so it will be very much interactive, and sometimes I will be using some more methods so that the fundamental concepts whatever the concepts which will be taught in Sanskrit grammar. So we make it sure that it's properly we have understood. And when the video is on, so it is expected that that you are wearing appropriate dress code. Okay. Later on, you will just get into what will you gain from this course. So what are the key benefits? Okay, so what are we going to learn, and what are the benefits you are going to get? First of all, you will be doing mastery of fundamental concepts like Sandhi, Samasa, Karakam, Subanta-padam, Tingantam-padam, Pratyayas, Upasargas, Visheshana, Visheshya-pada, and many more concepts. So some of you maybe would be knowing some of the terms, but no problem, no need to get panic. Eventually, gradually when you will be learning this, so you will become acquainted with such concepts, and you can easily then relate to these words. Then we will also apply whatever concepts we will be learning in the real life examples. Okay. It's not that we'll be just learning the concepts and not at all applying in the examples, and we will be having so many practice sessions. So what we will do, when we will learn these concepts, we will also sometimes take some projects. So, for example, Sandhi is there. So, what we will do, we will try to find out the Sandhis in Bhagavad Gita or some other shlokas, and in that way, our understanding of that particular concept will be very much enhanced. Okay. Enhanced reading and comprehension, improving reading skills and comprehension of Sanskrit text by mastering grammatical structures and nuances. Okay, so this will be another benefit. And also effective learning techniques. So learn proven techniques, tips, and tricks that facilitate a more efficient and enjoyable learning experience. So in between, I will be teaching the concepts. So also I will be telling that what are some techniques which can be also utilized and utilized for memorizing also. And whenever we are actually studying some scripture, so what should be our first step in order to understand a shloka? For example, there's a text in front of us. So whenever we see the text, what should be our first step in order to understand the meaning of the shloka? So first of all, we have to identify the verb. Then second, we have to identify the karta, karma, then kriyapada, then many other things. Okay, so in that way, I'll be describing many tips and tricks how to actually very properly we can actually understand the meanings of the shlokas, and many more tricks. Okay, I will be telling while we will learn these concepts. Okay, and also we will be we'll be working on some projects. Okay. Time to time, I will be giving some projects to do. And interactive assessments. So test your knowledge with interactive assessments, ensuring a thorough grasp of each topic covered in the course. Okay, so after each class, what we will do, I will be sending an assessment which you have to do, and later on we can also discuss those questions, and if you have some doubts in those assessments, so in that way you can get clarified. Okay, so through this, first benefit is that you will yourself know how much you have grasped the concept properly. Okay, and also your knowledge about that particular concept will be enhanced. And what are the materials support you will get? So recorded videos which you can access anytime from any device. Okay. So these class recordings will be provided to you after each class. Okay, all the classes will be recorded, and I will be uploading them on the YouTube. Okay, so then through the link which I will share in the group, through that you can access to the recordings and you can refer and revise, so that in the next class you are very much prepared. Okay, so that we can go further and we can learn more concepts. It's very important that we learn some other concept. Before that, the prior concepts, the concepts which are being taught before, that should be very much well grasped. Otherwise, what will happen if our foundation is not at all good? Then the other concept, so that will also, we will not be able to understand it properly. So please make it sure that you go through all the classes and not like someday you attend and another day you don't attend and third day you attend. So in that way, you will not be able to get the maximum benefit from this course. Okay, so your punctuality every day you should, if you are not able to attend the class on the particular day, then please access to the recording and hear to the class. Okay, so in that way, it should be there that all the classes are heard properly and please make notes. Okay? So this is, we are learning a language. It's very important. I will be definitely sharing the PPT slides, but still it's important that you make your own notes. Okay, that will very much help in further classes. So presentations used for the class in PDF format after the class will be given. Then extensive practice exercise and test that will be provided. Then if you have any doubts while you are actually preparing for while you are answering the exercises, you are working upon the exercises and tests. So that time, if you have any doubts, and then you can clarify your doubt by writing to the email. You can write on this email ID, chaitanya.bbks@gmail.com. Okay. And other reference books which will be provided to you also. Until now, we have not provided, but maybe tomorrow you will be, because today is an introduction session. So we thought, okay, from tomorrow we can provide these books. So the reference books will be provided, those are Enjoyable Sanskrit Grammar series, then Shabda Manjari, then Brihad Dhatu Kusumakara, and many more books will be provided to you. So these books will be in PDF format. Okay. And you can, time to time, I will tell, okay, you have to refer these books so that you can get a more good understanding. And what are the prerequisites to get the maximum benefit of out of this course? So first of all, the very prerequisite is that you should have a very good knowledge of Devanagari script. Okay, you should be able to write it. You should be able to read it. Okay, that is a must. And if you have also knowledge of letters, words, basic language skills, okay, of Sanskrit, then it will be much. It will definitely help. But okay, if you don't know, then no problem. These things will already be taught in this course, and this course will be primarily the English language, okay, and sometimes Hindi will also be used. Okay? And above all, confidence to face any Sanskrit examination in your life. So what happens? There are many institutions which offer many different Sanskrit exams, which are actually accepted by many universities. So after completing this course, you can also write the preliminary levels of those Sanskrit exams offered by different institutions like Sanskrit Bharati, Chittor Sabha exams, Surat Saraswati Sabha exams. And if you are interested in opting for those exams, then express your desire. You can write down this number and you can WhatsApp us, and we will definitely help you for registering and for whatever help you need for preparing for those examinations. Okay. So in that way, because these exams will be very much helpful, that will definitely boost up your knowledge of Sanskrit grammar and Sahitya. You can also learn many more things by attempting these exams. Okay. And what will be the methodology of the course? So concepts in a particular topic, they shall be taught. Okay. So there will be some topic, like very big topic, Sandhi, for example. And in that Sandhi, there will be many subtopics. There are many types of Sandhi, and there are divisions. So in that particular topic, the concepts will be, in order to get a more proper understanding of that concept, work examples, exercises will be given, will be shown in the PPTs. And after that, you have learned it. So the next step is that you practice yourself. So that's why practice exercises they will also be given. And on the weekend basis, okay, there will be a Google Forms MCQ test which will be given. So whatever we have learned throughout the week, that you can assess by the end of the week. So they will also be given to you. And the minimum expectation from all students is that a student will have to spend minimum 1 hour in addition to this class to do the practice exercises. Okay. So it is not just that, okay, we attend the class. It's okay, but if you also attempt the exercises, so in that way, the concepts which you are learning, that will be more actually, you can get properly, you can learn the concepts. Okay. So this is the minimum expectation from you. And for maximum benefits, punctuality and regular attendance is must. Okay. And revise the concepts regularly, do the practice exercises, if possible, do the projects, and also plan yourself to answer the weekend self-assessment computer-based test. Okay. Then at the last, certificate will also be provided. Your certificate shall be based on regular attendance in the live webinar, okay, and performance in the chapter-wise self-assessment and final course and assessments. So it's required from the student that they regularly attend, and whatever assessments are given, they should be done on regular basis. Okay. Now we will get into what will be covered in the course. Okay. So topics in the course, they are Namapadam and Kriyapadam. So for example, Krishna Khadati. Here Namapadam is Krishna, Khadati is Kriyapadam. Then Varna Vibhagaha, Gunitaksharani, Sanyuktaksharani. So how that word is formed. So word is formed by the
प्रभु जी 106 दिखा रहा है.
क्या बोल रहे प्रभु
जी चले 106
106
नहीं वहाँ 106 गेट दम.
Kalna Chaitanya Prabhu, please unmute your mic. So Krishna, yes. So the word Krishna is actually made up of many letters, and the letters, when they constitute, they make a word, and the group of words, they constitute a sentence. Then Krishna Gopikayaha Griham Agatya Khadati. So here Upasarga is there, Kridantam is there, Abhyayam is there, Vibhaktis are there. So these are the concepts. Then Sundaraha Krishna Gopikayaha Griham Agatya Khadati. So here we have to find out what is the Visheshanam or adjective in English. So here Sundaraha is the Visheshanam for the word Krishna. Okay. Then what else? Pitambaraha Sundaraha Krishnaha Gopikayaha Griham Agatya Khadati. So here what is Pitambara is what? It's a samasa. Okay. Pitam Chaso Ambaraha. So there is a samasa here. Then in this course we will also learn samasas. And Vasudevaha Sundaraha Pitambaraha Krishnaha Gopikayaha Griham Agatya Khadati. So here Vasudevaha, here there is another pratyaya which is being applied, and that pratyaya is called Tadhita. Okay, there are many pratyayas in Sanskrit grammar, and one of those pratyayas, it's called Tadhita pratyaya. So Vasudeva, here Vasudeva means Krishna, and Krishna is the son of Vasudeva. So from Vasudeva only Vasudeva has come, the word. Okay. And that's why Vasudevaha Apatyah Puman. Okay, this is the Vigraha Vakyam. This is the sentence when we break that word, when we break the pratyaya, the pada. Okay. So when we get a more proper meaning about the Tathita Pratyay, then we can understand eventually that how that Vasudeva has become Vasudeva. Okay. Then next we will learn also Vasudeva Sundara Pitambara Krishna Vikam Navanitam Bhakti. So here Navanitam is what? It's the karma. Okay, and there are kartas here, karta, then Visheshana, then many other things. So we will also learn Karakam and also the Prayoga. Okay, so there are Prayoga, Kartari Prayoga, Karmani Prayoga. In English, you would have learned active voice, passive voice. Okay. So in Sanskrit grammar also, there are three types of Prayoga. Kartari Prayoga, Karmani Prayoga, and Bhave Prayoga. So this is a general outline what we will be discussing here. Okay. So the basic constituent of any word is what? A letter. The varnas, when they constitute, so they make a word, and group of words they make a vakya. So in the similar way, we will be gradually getting into the explaining the syntactic rules of the Sanskrit grammar. That is the vakya. And the roadmap, this is the roadmap. Okay. First of all, we will start with Varna classifications and Gunitaksharani, Sanyuktaksharani, Maheshwar Sutrani will be having very general idea. Then Sandhi. Then after learning everything about Varna, then we will learn about Padam. So how the Padas or the words are formed. So nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, indeclinables, Krudanta, Samasa, Vishesha Pratyaha, Upasargaha, Vibhakti, Lakaraha. Okay. And then Vakyam or a sentence. So they are Prayogaha, then Kara. Okay. And eventually, also in the coming classes, I will also be discussing about the contents of Sanskrit Sahitya. After we cover the Vyakaranam aspect, we will also be getting into the Sahitya. In order to understand Sahitya, Sahitya is just something that we have to study the literary contributions by the great poets. Okay. For example, the great poet Kalidas and many other poets, they have contributed a lot. They have written many things, many poems in Sanskrit. And there are many other such type of songs. For example, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, then Mahabharata, Ramayana. Okay. So this is what? This is subject matter of Sahitya. And in Sahitya, we will also learn the main concepts about Chandas, the metric, okay, the meters. And also we will be having the introduction about what is the Sanskrit Sahitya, okay, and the main concepts, okay, that will be very much helpful for us to understand those Sanskrit texts. And also we will be learning the Alankara Shastra. In Sahitya, there is some concept called Alankara. Alankara, as you know, ornaments. The Alankara means some ornaments. So these ornaments, what they do, they beautify those verses. When the rules of good Alankara, they are applied to those verses, then it's very much pleasing to the ear. It's very much pleasing to the mouth also. Because while we pronounce those shlokas, automatically we feel bliss. And similarly, when we hear the shlokas, we hear those mantras, so then we feel bliss. Why? How come? This is the magic of Sanskrit Sahitya. By the help of Sanskrit Sahitya, Srila Rupa Goswami, he has actually written Chitra Kavitvani. And Chitra Kavitvani is a collection of these verses that he has actually used one word, two words, three words, or sometimes the whole Varnamala sequentially. And in that way, he has composed many verses, and in order to glorify the different parts, the different ornaments of the Supreme Lord. So I remember there is a one shloka, he has used only one word. The word is Ya, okay? The letter Ya and the A letter. So the Ya word, Ya letter, he has used and just repeating that same letter and making the whole verse, yeah, like that, he has done whole verse. And in that way, he is glorifying the Padukas of the Supreme Vishnu. So this is the magic of Sanskrit grammar, and this you cannot find in any of the languages. Okay? Because Sanskrit language consists of the vocabulary consists of 150 billion words. Okay, it has a vast vocabulary which no other language has. Okay, and that's why with the help of this, many acharyas have written they have composed many shlokas in order to glorify, in order to explain the fundamental concepts, the philosophical concepts of our Bhakti scriptures. Okay. Even Srila Prabhupada himself told that we cannot actually clearly or exactly translate the Sanskrit words which are there in Bhagavad Gita shlokas or in other shlokas exactly, because English or some other language, it has a very less vocabulary. And that's why sometimes, for example, karma, the word karma, in order to express that, Prabhupada took help of two words, fruitive activity. So whenever if you see karma in Bhagavad Gita, so Prabhupada will translate it as fruitive activity. So in that way, there are many words like this. Okay, and that's why if you want to relish the uh, the meanings, so it is good that we just directly relish to the Sanskrit, the words. Yeah. So before I get into the introduction aspect of today's class, I would just like to ask everyone that they kindly introduce themselves. Okay, so that the other students who are there, they can also know each other. So since these are interactive sessions, so that's why it's good that all the devotees, they know each other. So one by one, I will ask one devotee that please introduce yourself. So you can tell your name and you can tell from where are you. And also you could tell why do you want to learn Sanskrit? Okay. Okay, why do you want to learn Sanskrit? What is your goal after learning Sanskrit? So these three things you can tell. So in my screen, I'm able to see the first name, Kosakan. So yes, so you can introduce yourself. I just want to ask one thing. There is some noise actually going on. Is that disturbing you? Is that creating some disturbance in the class? Just want to check.
No. Can I ask, Prabhu?
Sorry?
Can I mention it's not so good the voice? Yes, I cannot understand that's very well. It's not loud, noisy enough.
Okay.
When you speak.
So whatever I'm speaking, it is clearly properly audible. No? You are able to understand everything, whatever I'm speaking.
What you're speaking, I'm understand, but it's not. I have. It's my computer is very noisy now, but I cannot stand very well.
Okay. Yes. So, Gosakan, you can unmute yourself and give your introduction.
Namaste. My name is Gosakan. Gosakan in Sanskrit, Go means cow, Sakha, friend, Krishna, in other words. I worked in TVS, an auto manufacturer, and then retired. Now I'm running 79. I'm learning Sanskrit mainly to read treasure house of, Sanskrit is a treasure house of literature. I want to go through all those Kalidas and other literature. That is my main intention. So I hope I can achieve that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much too. Yeah. Yes, Shyam Lal Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. I'm disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. Sanskrit has been inspiring all the time since childhood, and I'm already reaching 50. So it's like this is the time at least to get some inspiration and some help in reading the Prabhupada literature. All the Prabhupada, I hear that somewhere he mentioned that this is not required, but it helps. So that's the reason I'm just trying to get some inspiration to learn. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhu. Uma Raman.
Namaste.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I got about this program from Bhavani Prasad, my non-Reiki student. I'm a Reiki teacher. I'm 65 years old, a housewife. After seeing this message, I thought to know more about Sanskrit grammar because in our school days I have learned Sanskrit as a subject.
Mataji, your mic is mute now. Uma Raman Mataji. She's not.
Hello?
Yeah, Mataji, we cannot hear you now.
I had told you nobody could listen.
Yeah. Now you're audible. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought all are listening. Myself, I am Uma Raman from Kovur, Andhra Pradesh, near Godavari, Rajahmundry. I am 65 years old. I got about this program message from my non-Reiki student, Bhavani Prasad. I am a Reiki teacher also. And seeing details of message, I thought to know more about Sanskrit grammar because in our school, Sanskrit was one subject. To pass that subject, you used to study, but seeing so many stories, slokas, many good literature in Sanskrit, until unless we have right grammar knowledge, we can't understand them. And I have love and respect for our Sanskrit and nation. So that's why I joined to understand those slokas, stories in a better way with the help of grammar background. That is the idea of joining this session, your classes.
Right. Thank you very much, Mataji. And we very much welcome you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I hope through my sessions I would be helping you in whatever according to my capability. Anantaram Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, my name is Anantaram Prabhu. I'm coming from Berlin, Germany, but most of the time I stay in Mayapur, in Sri Mayapur Dham, because our kids go to school there, in the international school, and I want to learn Sanskrit because I want to have a better understanding of the shlokas and also help my kids in the school. I've never learned before Sanskrit, but I'm very interested in this language, and then I can follow my Gurudev much better. And I have one question, Prabhu. How can we learn the spelling and the pronunciation if we are online, I think that's not so easy to learn the pronunciation if it's nobody sits face to face.
It's very challenging, bro, because when we even sometimes when we speak some word, so it's an online interface. So sometimes the voice which you are hearing through your speaker may not give accurate pronunciation. So it's very challenging, definitely. But definitely you can get a generic idea of how we are pronouncing the letters. But definitely through this Sanskrit grammar, our main like goal uh, is not like we are. So there will be no session where I will be teaching pronunciation. For that, there will be some separate course for teaching pronunciation. So in this course, we will not be actually focusing on pronunciation aspect, mainly on grammar, grammatical, mainly the Sanskrit grammar and the Sanskrit Sahitya we'll be focusing on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Ashwini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandav Prabhupada Pranam to you and all the devotees in the class. So basically, my name is Ashwini and I'm basically from Avtari Desh, Abu Dhabi. And I got to know about the class from one of our member from the Avtari Desh. I've learned Sanskrit when I was until I was in 10th standard, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. I have learned Sanskrit, but then it's been like almost gap of long time, like 18, 20 years. I have not learned, and now when I'm reading a Bhagavad Gita, I feel it is good for me to go back to the roots, basics, and so that I can read and understand each word very nicely and remember it. So I am seeking your help so that I can read nicely and remember when I read.
Yeah. Yes. So definitely, what happens usually when we want to learn some verse very quickly, or we want to memorize some shloka very quickly. So it's very much helpful when we know the meaning of that shloka, then it's very much easier for us to actually learn. Otherwise, like parrot, we just learn and we just memorize. We don't know any meaning of those words, or how the shloka is actually arranged. Or the words are arranged in the shloka. So yes, so definitely this course will help in that way, even in memorizing the shlokas. Yeah. Yes. So thank you, Madhuri. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Chaitanya Mankal Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
My name is Chaitanya. That's my given name, thankfully. I'm from Virginia. I live in Virginia and I'm 34 years old. I got to know about the class through one of the Guruji from Devotee Match. So Basung Das Prabhuji is helping me with searching alliances. So he recommended me this course. And my main reason to join the course and learn Sanskrit is to, understand the Bhagavad Gita better. I know there's in English, you can translate it and speak and read, but I have taken Sanskrit in my 11th and 12th, so I have familiarity with it. But I just want to get a closer feel of all the slokas and understand it. So that's the main reason I have joined this course. And I see my fellow friends, students. Shamlal Prabhuji, you're also in Virginia, right? If I'm not wrong, I saw in the Potomac Temple. I recognize you from
Hare Krishna.
from
No,
your.
I am in California. Hare Krishna.
Oh, there's someone probably then someone who looks a little bit similar like you. uh, oh, okay. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I'm looking forward for your class. So this is like working day for me, but I don't have any meetings today, so I can make it up for the class. But if I can't attend in person, I'll inform you in the through email, I guess. and go through the recordings and do the assignment or homework that will be there.
Yeah, sure. Yes. So there are some devotees, they also told me that maybe for them sometimes the timings don't work out. So all the recordings for all the classes will be provided in the group, and definitely you can access to it. Yeah.
Prabhuji, this will be every day or once a week?
What, sorry, what? Which
The
one?
class will be every day,
Yeah.
7:30 to.
So the classes will be every day, excluding Sundays. Yeah, and
Oh,
also I'm
cool.
planning to exclude Saturday also. Let's see how it works. Because 5 days a week I'm planning, because it should not be an overload for all the students, because if every day we study and on Sunday only we get a halt, so it should not be very hectic. So just keeping that in my mind, and
Yeah, 1 hour. 1 hour is keeping the consistency, so it's good.
yeah.
I'll
That's
make sure
why.
to attend most of in person.
Yeah. Because that's the whole goal actually, that every day if we attend every day, so the consistency is maintained and all the concepts which are being taught, so they are very much fresh in the mind. Yeah, and
Yes, absolutely.
then the next another topic we can easily grasp. Otherwise, what happens if we keep the classes on alternate days? Then we are like, oh, what did we learn just day before yesterday? We don't know.
Gap will be there.
Yeah, gap
Yeah.
will be there, and we will not even sometimes we will actually procrastinate also. Later we will do it. So that's why just want to make it more regular and more consistent.
Perfect. Very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. And we'll be looking forward to learn from you and excited. Thank you again. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Kalanath Chaitanya Prabhu. You are already
Hare
done?
Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
I'm from ISKCON Ahmedabad, and I am joined this course. Actually, I want to learn Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam nicely, and also the second purpose is that it helps me in preaching also. So these are the two main purpose for my learning and preaching. I joined this course. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. I hope maybe you are in airport. You are in airport. You are traveling.
I am at Kolkata airport. No, Mayapur. I just was there in Mayapur for attending meeting, so I'm going back to Ahmedabad.
Oh, you are returning.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. Thank you for joining the course. Krishna Kirti Prabhu. Yes.
Hare Krishna. My name is Krishna Kirti Das. I'm 57 years old. I'm taking this class partly because I've taken classes before from Chaitanya Jivan Prabhu, and he's a very, very excellent teacher. And also, too, I am also now enrolled in Sanskrit Bharati, and they actually just had their test just a few days ago, just about a week ago, and I had to miss it because I'm also enrolled in the government Central Hindi Directorate. That's the Kendriya Hindi Nirdeshalaya certificate course. So I was studying actually for that exam. So and that actually had more homework than I expected. So that took me a good bit of time, and I couldn't catch up with the Sanskrit Bharati. So when I saw this class coming up, I thought I have to take this class. And Chaitanya Jivan Prabhu is a very, very excellent teacher. So I'm very much looking forward to this class and getting the association of all you wonderful devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you very much for the compliments. Yeah. So definitely. So Sanskrit Bharati exam was just 1 week before. You missed it. What happened exactly?
Missed it. Actually, I had it's more complicated because I also teach at a university, so I had some university things, but the Hindi that I was studying, the actual written work, because it's a correspondence course, it took considerably longer than I expected, and so then I didn't have enough time to actually study the book. It's actually a thick book. It's actually 200-page book. So I'm actually surprised that 45 days, we can actually sit for that exam. And this is going to be there's going to be a lot in this class.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. So many things will be actually taught throughout the course.
So next exam is going to be August, so
Yes.
that's just.
Yeah. Actually, even there is a very good this institution, Chittor Sabha exams. They are very good, actually, very good series they have started. And I am also planning to write the 5th level of exam after 4 months. It's a very huge and very tough course actually, because it's in that mainly they are focusing on Sahitya, and we have to learn many chapters of Kalidasa and other poets. So based on that, they will be assessing us. So that's what I'm preparing for the 5th level. There are actually 6 or 7 levels, yeah, totally. Last is Vidya Bhushan. Yeah, so I will be writing for Samartha level. Yeah, and then later on I can write for Vidya Bhushan. Yeah, so for that
That's
also.
nice. That's very nice. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took also the name of Kalidas when he was
Yes, yeah,
speaking to Keshavadas Kashmiri about faults in the
exactly. Yeah.
So I'm also curious. I also want to be able to read and relish. Of course, the Bhagavatam and that, but I'm also curious about Kalidas, what he said,
Yeah.
that. So.
Yes. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much for joining the course. Krishna Rupa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam.
I just joined in because I was out and I don't know what's happening. So if you can just quickly brief me.
Yeah, just we are asking all the students to introduce themselves so that the other students can also know you, because since this course is there'll be interactive sessions. So it's
Yeah.
that all the students know each other. And eventually also I will be creating some groups so that they can complete some projects together. And in that way, it will be very much helpful. So you could please introduce yourself, your name, and from where are you? And also, why have you joined why do you want to learn Sanskrit grammar? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. So I'm Krishnapa Devidasi from Pune. I have primarily joined so that I can do the advanced course. My aim of joining is that I want to go into a Sanskrit advanced level. But before going to the advanced, I need to know the basics and the intermediate level. So
Yes.
that's why, Prabhuji, I have joined this course.
Yeah, that's a very good ambition. Yeah, it's very important, Mataji. I have seen some devotees. They talk very big thing. Sometimes they get into very much intercases about They even study sometimes Kalidasa's works and like that. And sometimes they even ask me, Prabhuji, can you tell me what is this? What is this line and how to understand? And I am telling Prabhuji, this is very basic concept of samasa. So their fundamentals are only not clear, and they are actually approaching very big things. So that's why I every time advise all the first of all, make your foundation very pakka, very clear, crystal clear it should be. And later on, gradually you go next level, and you study the other books. So don't
Yeah,
just over
so
enthusiasm.
I've learned Sanskrit in my school, and of
Yes.
course I've been learning Sanskrit, but I feel that Sanskrit, when you learn under a teacher, you'll be able to understand more better. So you need a teacher for Sanskrit. So I have learned in school the basics of Sanskrit, but then I felt that no, if I want to go to the advanced level, still I will have to do the basic, then the intermediate, and then the advanced level. So that's why I said that let me join this and give it a try as such.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the course. I have actually seen your poster of Bhala Bhagavatam from ISKCON Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya. I think you are the teacher, Mataji. I think I have seen your
Yes,
name.
yes, yes. I am the official teacher in ISKCON Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya, and I teach in Bhakti Vedanta Raj Vidyalaya also. I teach Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav, both these.
Wow.
But I thought that I should be, more well versed in the Sanskrit shlokas or Sanskrit so that we can dive deep into the meaning of the slokas, and we can appreciate the work our acharyas have done, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Next is Mahesh Ramachandran, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
My name is Mahesh Ramchandran. I'm joining from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm new to Sanskrit. I've never done this course again before. My goal for the Sanskrit is basically to read the Vedic scripts. So I've attempted to read that before, but I couldn't. So I hope I can achieve that goal.
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Radha Piyari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. Prabhuji, I'm from Ujjain, ISKCON Ujjain, and I have done PhD in linguistics, and I had studied Sanskrit in my BA, but it wasn't very thorough, it wasn't very properly done. So since then, I had a desire to understand Sanskrit properly, and also I want to teach Sanskrit to my child, so that's why I have joined for this course. I got to know about this course from Basu Ghosh Prabhu from ISKCON Baroda. So then I thought definitely if he's saying, then this is going to be really authentic and good. So yeah, that's all. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, that's a very good initiative. Yes, you can learn and then also you can teach your kids. So
Yes.
it's very good actually. It's I got that like opportunity to learn Sanskrit at a very early age by the mercy of my Guru Maharaj. So in Gurukul, we were taught Sanskrit grammar from at the age of 12. We started learning Sanskrit grammar, and yeah, so many years we learned Sanskrit grammar and Sahitya. So that's a very good initiative, Madhavi. Thank you for joining the course. Yes. Radhika R. Birajda.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Pranam Mataji. Could you please switch on your video?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
I'm Aksha Birajda from Chandrapur, Maharashtra.
Your voice is very low, Mataji. Your voice is very, very low.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, now it's audible. Yeah.
I'm Radhika Birajda, Chandrapur, Maharashtra. I study in 7th standard. So I wanted to learn Sanskrit for better understanding and recitation of slokas. And slokas also help in concentrating on our study. So it will also help me to focus on my studies.
Wow. So you have taken Sanskrit as a subject in your school?
Now it is not allowed.
Acha, acha. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining this course. Hare Krishna. Raksha Trivedi Mataji.
Yes. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam. Mataji, I am from Ahmedabad. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, very well.
Okay, Ji Prabhuji. I am from Ahmedabad and I am 65 years old and I am initiated by Bhakti Kas Maharaj. My initiated name is Ram Tulsi Mataji. So, and this was my, I can say, a long pending dream to learn Sanskrit. And my father was Sanskrit scholar, but somehow I couldn't learn from him. So this is, I think, if I will learn Sanskrit, I will fulfill his wish. And same way as that Mataji told, I have a granddaughter. So somewhat I want to learn for her also, so that I can teach my granddaughter. So, and understand our scriptures and Bhagavad Gita and all this properly. So this is purpose to join. And I got a message from Basukosh Prabhu, and so I was more inspired to join this course. Ji Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Madhavi. Yes. Rasika Keshav Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances and Hare Krishna to all the participants. I am from Gurugram. I am 43 years old, and I stay in Gurugram near New Delhi. So I got to know about this course today morning in one of the WhatsApp groups. Basically, it's a 21 days Bhagavatam reading course by ISKCON Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya. So I was quite interested because this was talking about the fundamentals of Sanskrit. Although I have studied Sanskrit as one of my subjects, but that is long back. So while studying Prabhupada books, we get a lot of idea about Sanskrit. But then Sanskrit is very relishable and very, very sweet language. So I wanted to know more about Sanskrit and read Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, more deeply with Sanskrit purports. And so that was the aim for this course. So I'm very excited about this course, and thank you so much, Chaitanya and Prabhu. I hope this course will be useful for me. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you very much, Prabhu, for joining the course, and I hope I meet your expectations. So through the course.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So next is Sada Yogi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Dandavat Pranam to all the Vaishnavas here. So, myself, Sada Yogidas, I'm serving here in ISKCON Dharwad in Karnataka, serving under His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrut Swami Maharaj, and all the devotees well know that Bhakti Rasamrut Swami Maharaj is a lover of Sanskrit, and he always encourages many devotees, brahmacharis also, to learn Sanskrit. So, so far I have attended some of the courses on the Sanskrit basic Vyakarana. So I started the studying the Gita and Bhagavad in that light, and the shlokas of the Bhagavatam and Gita became more crystal clear, and they are more shiny. The meaning is it's self-effulgent. The shlokas have become self-effulgent for me, since I learned to some extent the Sanskrit. So I thought it will be a good experience if I revise in this forum. Currently, I'm taking a role of a Bhakti Shastri teacher, and to some extent Bhakti Vaibhav. So I thought going through this course will sharpen all the whatever required Sanskrit language, and will help me to serve better. So that is the reason why I'm here joining. I heard about Chaitanya Jeevan Prabhu since long time, and especially from Vasu Ghosh Prabhu. So I'm anticipating that I should take out time. Sometimes I may not able to, but I will hear recording, but I will complete this course so that I can become better instrument in the hand of Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. The other devotee, Abhishek, he told me about you, that you are a Shastri teacher. So your timings are also maybe until 8:30 you are taking classes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the recordings are not also suitable. But again, the recordings definitely will be available. And if you have any doubts, if you want to clarify something, so definitely support will be given. Yeah. And I will be very much to serve you in that way that you are actually teaching Bhakti Vaibhav and Bhakti Shastri. So it's very much helpful actually. I was also taking Bhakti Shastri classes. So if we have a very good knowledge of Sanskrit grammar, then what happens? We can easily do Anvaya. Anvaya is just a syntactic explanation about a verse. So we just rearrange the verse in a form of a sentence, a structured form of a sentence, and we can then easily derive out the whole meaning properly. Okay. Because in shloka, they are actually in the shloka, what happens? The karta, karma, kriya, pada, they are actually rearranged in order to meet the rules of meters. That there is a chanda shastra completely like it's a Vedanga, and according to the rules and regulations of the chanda, so the verses are the words in the verse are rearranged. Okay. So in order to just dissect the whole of the verse, we need to learn Anvaya here properly. So definitely, Prabhu, the Anvaya aspect will be very much taught properly in the course. And I will be explaining how to do the Anvaya. First of all, we have to refer Kriya Pada, then Karta, Karma, then other Karakas. Yes. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for joining. Hare Krishna.
And I will surely take out time wherever is possible. Once or 2 days in a week may not be possible, but other time surely I will give priority for this.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
because these are interactive sessions, so it's very much good to that if you are there, then we can also interact and we can ask questions, and in that way, if you have any doubts, that time itself you can get clarified. So it's very much.
Thank you, Chaitanya ji.
Hare Krishna. Next is Shadbhuj Gaur Prabhu from ISKCON Ayodhya. Yes, Shadbhuj Gaur Prabhu, are you there? Shyameshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Chaitanya Jivan Prabhu and all the devotees. Pranams to all. I am Shameshwari Devidasi, a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj. I live in Hyderabad, and my reason for learning Sanskrit is, as many of you told, that I want to learn the Bhagavad Gita shlokas very well, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam shlokas very well. Whenever I hear the shlokas, it's just like a group of words for me. Means I'm not able to understand much just by hearing the shloka. So, of course, we have very nice translations and purports by Srila Prabhupada and even word-to-word meanings also. But I feel if I learn Sanskrit, then when I hear the shlokas, I'll be able to relate more. And moreover, I tell you, it's like long back, maybe more than 16, 17, 18 years back, I used to do homeschooling with my children, and I used to teach Srimad Bhagavatam to my children. And they picked up very quickly, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, of course, in English. And I used to teach them how to recite the verses. But so one day, Guru Maharaj came to our home. I stayed in our house, and he was testing my children that how they are reading. They were like just 5 years old, and they started reading very, very nicely. So then Guru Maharaj was happy about that, and then he asked me, "What is the meaning of this word?" Some word he told of one particular shloka. And I said, I don't know. I mean, I was not having any idea what are the meanings of the word or how they are related and all that. So then from that time onwards, I was having a desire that one day I'll be able to learn the shlokas and understand the meanings through Sanskrit language nicely. So this is, and I take many classes also in which we have, of course, reading sessions and some classes. So I'll be able to make others understand nicely. If I know something, of course, I don't have any background about Sanskrit language. So Chaitanya Jivan Prabhu is a very good teacher, I've heard. And so I'm very glad to join this session with him. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Sorry
who is
for
speaking? Shadbhuj Gaurku. Yes.
sorry that I my some internet problem. That's why. I am Shadbhuj
Oh,
Das.
could you please switch on your video?
1 minute. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
I am Sadhvij Gaudas from ISKCON Ayodhya. I am serving as a president here in Ayodhya. And I would like to invite all of you to take darshan of Lord Ram. And I got this message from ICC group. Basu goes to message in group. That's why I got interested for this course. My background is also till 8th class I learned the Sanskrit, but after that I forget due to this modernization. But when I come to Krishna consciousness, I was always thinking about how to learn Sanskrit more in deep. This time I am doing Bhakti Vaibhav from ISKCON Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya. So there is so many literature of Acharya in Sanskrit, but I was not able to learn so much from our Acharya. That's why I was thinking that if there is in course in all Sanskrit, I will join. In the same time, I got this message. For that purpose, I have joined this session.
Yeah, Jai, yes, bro. Very nice, bro. Yeah, we are really thank you. You are engaged in such a responsible seva. So I would try my best to help you in whatever way I can. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Shyam Lal Prabhu. Oh, Shyam Lal Prabhu is done, I think. Yes, Shyam Lal Prabhu is done. Vasundhara
Yes,
Mata.
Prabhu.
Yes. Vasundhara Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. First of all, sorry that my device, this camera is not proper, so I can't share the video.
Oh.
Am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay, so please accept my humble obeisances to all the devotees. My name is Vasundhara Mataji, and my husband is a scientific researcher. So, in the astrophysics mainly. So, and he did research in Srimad Bhagavatam also. That's why from after my marriage, I was very much inclined towards to learn the all 6 limbs of Vedas like Vyakarana, etymology, Chandas, Jyotisham, Kalpasutras. And I was searching some proper authentic instructor to learn the Sanskrit systematically. And yeah, me and my husband both are the disciple of Srila Bhakti Sarup Damodar Swami Maharaj. So recently on the Srila Narottam Das Thakur Appearance Day, we got actually I listened the Srimad Bhagavatam lecture from Vasugos Prabhuji in Ujjain ISKCON. And then I inquired from my friend Radhapriya Devi Dasi Mataji that is Vasugos Prabhu is going to give some kind of classes to students for learn Shastras and Sanskritam. So she informed me that he has forward about your this Sanskrit lectures. So I was very much interested, and immediately we both decided. And I am also teaching like homeschooling, so it is good for me to learn and teach to my kid. He is Keshav Damodar, 9-year-old, so he is also learning with me. That is it about me, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Oh, Jai. Yeah, yes. So Krishna, what is the Mataji name? Krishna Rupa. Yeah, Krishna Rupa Mataji is there, no? along with you, you have
Radha
joined?
Priya Das Mataji.
Acha. No, that Abhishek was telling me that there are two Matajis. One Mataji just she enrolled for two actually, for herself and her friend's child. So that's Mataji.
Yeah, in my child only, Keshav
Yes,
Damodar.
Keshav Damodar, correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the course.
yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Dhanyavad.
Krishna. So it's already 7:50 now. Sorry, 8:50 now. Yeah.
Roji, what will be the class date? Any specific date?
One second, what you're telling?
How many day class will be in week, Roji?
Yeah, I will tell you. Yes. So once again, I would like to thank each one of you for joining this Sanskrit course. You are coming from different backgrounds. Some want to actually learn Sanskrit to homeschool their children. That's really, I would actually love to help you. Yes. So yeah, it's there actually. There are some devotees who are very aged, but they still want to learn. So correct, exactly. When Mataji has also written, age is just a number. That's really very much correct. I have seen some devotees, they start learning Sanskrit grammar at the age of 50, and I've seen that devotee became a PhD, and he is a professor now of Sanskrit. So he's teaching in universities and other. So yes, you can learn definitely at any age you can learn Sanskrit. But it's good that when you have young, very young brains, very good brains when you are very young. So it's good that if you learn that time, then you can easily grasp the concepts very quickly. And yeah, so it will be definitely. So just one quick question I would like to ask before we get to learn Sanskrit grammar. Just one quick question. What is it actually? Is it Sanskritam or is it Sanskritam? Okay. So I would like to just devotees who know the right one or whatever you know. So you can just raise your hand and I will ask. You can just raise your hand. What is it? Sanskritam or Sanskritam? Yeah, Chaitanya Prabhu.
I think it's the latter one, Sanskritam.
It's Sanskritam. Okay. Ashwini Mataji?
Prabhuji, it is Sanskritam.
N1. Okay. Vasundhara Mataji?
No, is it M? Samskritam.
Sanskritam. Okay. Vasundhara Mataji. Yes. And Gosakan?
I think it's both. Prabhuji, you'll say that.
What is it? Gosakan Prabhu?
Samskritam.
Sanskritam. The M1.
Samyak Kritam.
Okay.
Language well done.
Yes. And Shyameshwari Mataji?
It's Samskritam, Prabhuji.
It's
Samskritam.
Sanskritam. Okay. Okay. So yeah, many devotees are telling it's Sanskritam. Yeah. Any other answers?
Is it both are one and the same?
No, they are not the same. Samskrita and Sanskritam, they are different actually. So
Okay.
the Anuswara, which is there above the Sa letter, if you write in the Devanagari script. So if we write then the Anuswara, which is there above the Sa, so it's pronounced actually differently. Yeah. Any other answers? Mahesh too?
Yeah, I think it's Samskritam, the first one.
The first one. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So the correct one is actually Sanskritam. Okay. So we pronounce the Anuswara as makara. It's a nasal sound. Okay. Sanskritam. So through the nostrils, we have to pronounce that's a nasal sound. It's not Sanskritam. That's a wrong. Okay. According to the rules of Sanskrit grammar also, we don't pronounce it as Sanskritam. It is actually Samskritam. Okay. Anuswar should be pronounced as makara. Okay. Not nakara.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Samskritam.
Yeah, so it's very important actually that we know what is the correct pronunciation of the word Sanskritam. Otherwise, we are learning grammar. So it's a very fundamental concept, a very basic thing that how to pronounce that. Okay, and in this only many people actually become bewildered. What is the correct
Prabhuji, I'm
pronunciation?
surprised nobody corrected us. I mean, I have been talking to so many people. Oh,
Yeah.
it's written in Sanskrit. Oh, Sanskrit?
Yeah.
Like,
Usually in
people
English
should
they
not.
write it Sanskrit or like they write Sanskrit. Usually
Yeah.
because even if you see Ganga, it's a Sanskrit name. Okay, it's a Ganga, but in English we write it Ganges. So it's a
Ganges.
Romanized
Okay.
version of the word Ganga, Sanskrit. So
Okay.
similarly, even in the English also they are putting as Sanskrit. But actually it is, if we see according to Sanskrit rules in grammar, according to Anuswara, then it is actually Samskrita. But in English, when they do romanization of that, then they pronounce it as Sanskrit usually. But if we want to write, when we write it in Devanagari script, it's called Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. Okay. So we will just do quickly everything. So what is actually the origin of the sound? Ultimately, the Supreme Brahman or the Supreme Lord has manifested in the form of sound. Okay, all the elements which are there in the creation, they are ultimately coming from the Supreme Lord, and the energy. Okay, so the energy cannot actually exist without the energetic. So that's why the Supreme Lord is definitely there. Okay, is there in the energies. So that's why the energies are able to work, and energy is what? Sound. Okay, so Supreme Lord is actually manifested in the form of sound, and we call him as Shabda Brahma. Okay, we call it as Shabda Brahma, and Shabda Brahma has manifested in the form of the Vedas. Okay, so Vedas, they are non-different from the Supreme Lord. They are Apaurushaya Vak. Okay, not spoken from any of the Purusha. Okay, not spoken from any living entity who has 4 defects, but it is coming from the person who has no 4 defects. Okay, that is the Supreme Lord. Okay, so this is a thing, and these Vedic sounds, they have manifested into a language, okay, called Bhasha. So there is Vedika Sanskritam and Laukika Sanskritam, okay. So what happened, these sounds, these Vedic sounds which are there, in that only, they are actually manifested into a language. Okay, it's a language, it's a structured sentences are there. Okay, and bhashate iti bhasha. Okay, this is the definition of the bhasha. A bhasha is a language through which we communicate or exchange our thoughts. Okay, so if there is no bhasha, then what will happen? if you understand, if just imagine if there is no bhasha, then what will happen? Then our working of our mouth will be useless. Why then? Our whatever we are speaking, so we cannot even speak because there is no bhasha, and we cannot even express our things to another person. Okay, so just we have to use sign language. So that's why bhasha is the way through which we communicate. Okay, through which we communicate the things and we exchange. We are trying to express our thoughts, whatever we are thinking. First of all, we think. Okay, then it comes to the words. We are able to express it. Another person is able to process those words in the mind, and then he understands it, and then he replies to that sentence. Okay, so this is the bhasha. Okay, so bhasha is a language through which we exchange our thoughts. And Sanskrit is a bhasha. Okay. So bhasha, man is a social living being, and it's social living being, then it's a vyavahara shila. So he does so much of transactional. Yes. So he does vyavahara, or he interacts with other living entities, living beings. So he expresses his bhavna, his vichara, his thoughts, or vyavahara, okay, and other upadeshas, instructions he gives. So these are all possible only through the help of a language. Okay. So in a language, there are some rules and regulations. Okay. It's bound up with those rules and regulations, and we have to follow those rules and regulations. Through that, when we put those words in a structured form, then the other person is able to understand the particular thought which we want to explain it perfectly. Okay, so that's what bhasha helps us to. Okay. And vakyam. So through bhasha, what we are speaking vakyam or sentences. So vakyena bhavanayaha vicharasya abhivyaktihi. Okay, expression of thoughts happens. Upadeshasya avagamanam, understanding happens. And what else? Sanatana dharmasthitaha sukshmam shanam adhyayanam. Reading and understanding of important concepts in Sanatana Dharma. So these are the other. And vyavahara sampadana. So transactions day to day. Usually whatever we interact with other people, like, okay, anything we want to interact with. We want to eat or come here. Other things, whatever general interactions we do with the people, apart from other things like adhyan. So in that also, vakyam plays a very important role, or bhasha plays an important role in our lives. Now, why do we have to learn Sanskrit? And why Sanskrit is considered to be the mother of all languages? Why Hindi is not considered to be the mother of languages? Or Tamil or any other language is not considered to be the mother of all languages? Why do the Devtas, the demigods, why they don't speak Hindi or maybe some other language? Why they express their thought through Sanskrit? So these are the 10 parameters. Please write it down or take a screenshot and note it down. Anytime if someone asks, Prabhuji, why Sanskrit is considered to be the mother of, tell these 10 points. So this is the things, and these things are all there in Sanskrit, and these are some of them, they are not there, or one or two or other many other things are not there in other languages. Okay, so that's why Sanskrit is considered to be the mother of all languages. What is the first thing? Something that remains unchanged in its original form despite changes in location. For example, something it's in its original form. So, for example, if I go to some other place, okay, so it is not that Sanskrit will have different dialects, okay, or different dialects means boli. In Hindi, the dialect means boli. Okay, we have different variations in the languages. So even in Rajasthan, my mother is from Rajasthan. So she was telling that in Marwadi they have, if you go to different villages, Marwadi also have different variations. In one place they tell Marwadi in a different, in one way. In another village they will speak little bit more variation. A third, another variation. So in that way it is changing through the place. Similarly in Hindi also. In some place in Bihar they speak They have different language definitely, but differently they speak Hindi. Or some other, Gujarati. In Gujarati also they have different variations. In Goa, I was shocked to know, and when I went to Goa, in this Konkani language, this Konkani Boli, it has actually 17 to 20 variations. In different places, they speak different, they have variations. But in Sanskrit, it is not like. All the rules and regulations are there. They will not differ from places. So it's not like, okay, someone is speaking Sanskrit in here, Gujarat, or someone is speaking Sanskrit in some other place. So that will differ, or there's some difference in Boli. It's not like that. So it will remain in its original form. Okay. Now, since, people actually, they are learning, they know different languages. There are so many languages, Hindi, and many more languages are there. English. So previously, mainly Sanskrit was used to interact with other people. Second point is what? A pure entity that expresses great number of concepts. Okay, myriad concepts. So what happens? The Sanskrit, since it is having a vast vocabulary, so even by some word, we can express many things or many subtle aspects of those. Maybe it could be philosophy, or it could be some other thing. And that's why Sanskrit has that power actually. Through one word, you can express many things and it can have different explanations. Now you just imagine, Bhagavad Gita has commentary, has Vaishnava commentary also, has Mayavad commentary also, has some other commentary, many other explanations are given. Same verse, same shloka, but different explanations. Why? Why it is like that? So what happens? Different people, the different philosophers, so different commentators, what do? They manipulate the vocabulary of Sanskrit, and they utilize they take help of Vimamsa Shastra, they take help of different scriptures in order to get different meaning of that word. Now you just imagine the one word go. What is the meaning of go? Usually primarily we use whenever we indicate someone as go, it primarily means cow. But cow, the word go in Sanskrit has 100+ meanings. It means heaven, earth, diamond, then what else? Woman, many things, many 100 different things it means. And in that way, by actually manipulating, by wrongly actually taking the help of the other Shastras, they are actually taking out different meanings. And in that way, you can get Mayavadi meaning from Bhagavad Gita, you can get Vaishnava meaning from Bhagavad Gita. But the authentic meaning you can get that is from Krishna. So according to the disciplic succession, the acharyas can tell, okay, this is the meaning you should derive, you should understand from this Sanskrit. And that's why there is a need of an acharya. It's not like, okay, I know Sanskrit, I can understand any scripture. Then what is the role of acharya then? If we know Sanskrit, then we can directly read. But there should be a need of an acharya. Acharya will tell, see, in that way you have to understand the shloka. It's not, this is wrong explanation, this is correct explanation. So in that way he will differentiate. Okay, so in that way Sanskrit can express myriad concepts. Okay. Third is what? The origin of vast vocabulary comprising approximately 115 billion words. Okay, so having vast vocabulary. Fourth, possessing clear, perfect, and robust grammar. You cannot, even the Hindi grammar which you are finding, and even some other grammar also which we find, even Marathi grammar also. So these all grammar which are coming, actually these are actually made, these are created at different point, and its origin is Sanskrit. Based on Sanskrit grammar only, they are actually getting some different, utilizing some different concepts from Sanskrit grammar, and they are making the own grammar for that language. But the perfect or the clear grammar you can find in Sanskrit. And these all other languages, they are actually coming from Sanskrit only. Even the Sandhi Samasa in Marathi also it is there, in Telugu is also it's there, Tamil also to some extent, in Hindi also there is it's there to some extent. Even in Latin, Greek, they also have Samasa. they also have Sandhi to some extent. So ultimately, English also is coming from Latin and Greek only. And that's why you can find there are compound words are there. Even in Sanskrit also, in English also, there are some compound words. So in Sanskrit, there is samasa, and it is having a more, like it's more elaborate way. There are so many different ways to do samasa. And actually, usually the other many people, they manipulate the samasa and they take out different explanations of that samasa and they take out different meanings. Fifth one is what? Exhibiting diversity in its lexical related to vocabulary richness. Okay. So, yeah, almost the same thing. So there are so much diversity in its lexical richness. We can use the Sanskrit words in order to explain different concepts and very subtle concepts. In Vedas, if you see, some concepts are just actually expressed through how much ever less words. Through how much ever less words, they express so much of meaning. Now the concept of sutra, what does that mean? In Vedanta Sutra, there are so many sutras. Okay, around 500 sutras. So what are these? Why there is this one sutra is there and such a big explanation? That is the power of Sanskrit. So, the little bit sutra is there, and in that sutra only there are so many different explanations given, so many intricacies are there. So this is the lexical richness, and dictionary. With the help of dictionary, you can actually find many meanings. Next is easily understandable and explainable. Yes. So through that language, you can easily understand the Sanskrit, and it's very much easy to explain the concepts. In other languages, I'm not here to blaspheme other languages, but just while we are actually trying to understand. So in other languages, sometimes it becomes difficult to express some concepts, and we have to take help of some other words, or maybe 2-3 words, to explain that particular concept which has been expressed by a Sanskrit word. Okay, and seventh one is providing adequate characters to articulate all sounds. Okay, in Sanskrit, all sounds, okay, there all types of sounds. Even there are in Vedas, there are some types of sounds which even in Hindi or in some other Varnamala you cannot find. And in Sanskrit, Varnamala, all types of sounds, it could be Vaidika or it could be Laukika, all types of sounds are expressed through the Varnamala. They have adequate characters. They have enough letters to express, to articulate. Eighth one is something that existed in the past, original form to its day, to this day. Okay. So, something, Sanskrit is there, it's there in Vedas and it's there, but still now if you see, you can find that the originality of that Sanskrit text. But if you see some other thing, like some other language, so sometimes there is evolution. Okay, before Hindi, there was Brahmi, Prakrit, gradually it came to Hindi, so there is so much of history also regarding other languages. And an entity that facilitates the creation of new words. Okay, so through the help of Sanskrit grammar, through the help of Sanskrit samasa, we can actually create many new words, and we can express many different meanings. 10th one is the one that is written. Is read in the same way it is pronounced, and it is written in the same way it is pronounced. Okay, the one that is written is read in the same way it is pronounced. Yatha likhyate tathaiva uchcharyate, and yathaiva. Actually, here there is something wrong. Okay, the one that is written is read. So whatever is actually how we read that sentence, in that only we are able to pronounce it, and whatever is written, so accordingly only we are able to pronounce those words. So it is not like put put and cut cut. Okay, U letter is there in English. U letter is there, but if you see it's different. We are in two different words. We are actually pronouncing in two different ways. Put put, cut cut. But in his Sanskrit, if there is some letter uka in some varna, then u will be pronounced u always. It's not like u will be pronounced as or maybe some other way. It's not like that. But in Sanskrit, in English, you have to learn pronunciation in a way, pronunciation of words which are even differing sometimes. Sometimes we are writing some words and we are not even pronouncing those letters. Sometimes, for example, psychology. In psychology word, P is there, but it's subtle, it's silent. So in Sanskrit, it's not like that. Whatever is written, that is also spoken. So these are the 10 things, parameters for ascertaining the perfect language and its grammar. Now, what is the purpose of grammar? Vyakaranam. So Vyakaranam refers to the process of refining words to their most accurate and pure form. In a sentence, grammar delineates the link between words, ensuring a specific idea conveyed flawlessly through a phrase to another individual without any hindrance. So what does Vyakaranam do? It just refines the words to the most accurate and pure form. If there would be no Vyakarana, then what will happen? People will tell any word according to their own whim. If whatever comes in their mind, they will tell. But Vyakarana is a set of rules and regulations that you cannot speak anything like that. So there are some rules of Karakam, there are some rules of Vibhakti. In that way, you have to express some concept, then you have to follow those rules. So Vyakarana, what does it do? Vyakriyante Shabdaha iti Vyakarana. Or it refines the words to their most accurate and pure form. And thus it helps delineates the link between the words. Okay. So Vyakriyante, Vyutpadyante Sadhu Shabdaha Anena iti Vyakaranam. So through which sadhu shabda or the words in its purest form are done by which thing, by which entity, that is called Vyakarana. So Udharanam you can find Ramante. Ramante yogino nante Satyananda Chidatmani, that verse is there. So in that Ramante, now this Ramante word, Rama word has come. So if you see, whole etymological meaning is there, everything is there. Ram plus Ghai, then there are other rules. It becomes Ghai becomes Akar, then it becomes Rama. Then after again there is another rule, Rama plus Su, Rama Sa, Rama Ra, then it becomes Ramaha. So by applying Dhatu and Pratyaya, it becomes, at the last, it becomes Ramaha. So in that way, it's creating the pure form. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? If nothing, then people will tell Ramas, if there are no rules. So this Vyakaranam actually, it's creating giving the Shabdas in its purest form. V plus R plus Kri plus Rit. Okay, this is the whole etymology of the word Vyakaranam. And Vyakaranam is one of the Vedangas. It's a part of the Veda. Shiksha kalpo Vyakaranam niruktam chandasam chayaha Jyotisham ananchaiva Vedangani shadevat. Okay. So in that way, these are the 6 Vedangas, and among them Vyakaranam is also another Veda. Pradhanam cha Shat Svangeshu Vyakaranam. There is another quotation from other scripture where it is written that Pradhana cha Shatsu Angeshu. Among all the Vedangas, Pradhana Anga of the Veda is Vyakaranam. Okay. So see, Vedas are there and there are the Angas of the Veda. Okay. And Veda is the body. And what is the duty of all the Angas? For example, this is the body. And what are the duty of all the limbs? The duty is to protect the body. If someone hits you, then you will take the help of the hand and you will protect yourself. Similarly, the Veda is a body, is a Purusha. Okay, it's a Purusha, and these are the limbs. Okay, Vyakaranam, Shiksha, Chanda, Jyotisham, Kalpa, Nirukta. And they are protecting from different, they have different things. Like for example, Vyakaranam, Nirukta. So they are actually what they are doing. These two, Vyakaranam, Nirukta means dictionary. Okay, Nirukta means dictionary and Vyakaranam means grammar. So they are actually doing Artha Raksha. They are protecting the Vedas by protecting the meanings of the Vedas. So it's not possible to manipulate the Vedas or just change the letters of the Vedas. You cannot change like that. If you change one letter, person who knows Vyakaranam, he will find out. Oh, there is some mistake in that. Someone has done something actually. There is something someone has actually manipulated. Someone has done something wrong in that statement. So it's not so. What Vyakaranam, it's actually it protects the artha of the Vedas, and Niruktam also gives the proper meanings of the Vedas. So in that way, we cannot change the sentences of the Vedas. For example, even like it's not like Bible. Bible has before Saint Paul and many other. It was changed. There was so much adulteration actually in Bible. So now we cannot find Bible in its purest form. Yeah, there was so much of adulteration, and it's very difficult, to even find out what are the problems, what are the things which are getting adulterated. So in Vedas you cannot do. You can immediately find out because the rules are there of Vyakaranam, and that's why Vyakaranam Niruktam they protect the Vedas through Artha. Swarupa Raksha. Okay, Swarupa, the form of the letters, or the words in the Vedas, they are protected by Shiksha and Chanda. Shiksha, what does it tell? Shiksha tells the different classifications of the words. There are many classifications of a letter. There are 18 types of the letter A. There are 18 types of the letter E. There are 18 types of the letter U, Re, like that. So many different types of classifications are there. And they protect the Swarupa of the Veda. Similarly, Chanda. Chanda means metric rules. So these meters, you cannot even manipulate any shloka. Because if you immediately manipulate, then immediately the Swarupa is changed of that shloka, of that mantra. And the rules are there that the fourth pada should have that letter in that position. And that's why you cannot change the letter into Laghu or into Guru. If that rule is there, that letter should be in Laghu or in its small form, then in its Laghu form, then it cannot be changed into Guru. We can immediately find out. So in that way, they are protecting the Vedas. Then Anusthana Rakshan. Anusthana means rituals. Okay, different rituals are there. So Kalpa, they have different, timings they give, and different things are there in the Kalpa. And Jyotisham also, it will explain about how to do Anusthana, and what are the right planetary positions, and in that way, they will actually protect the Vedas. So these are the 6 limbs of the Vedas, and I will just complete quickly. It's already becoming late. So the origin of grammar. So originally what happened? Lord Brahma, he gave the knowledge of grammar to Lord Indra. And Lord Indra learned grammar from Lord Brahma for 1,000 yugas. 1,000 yugas. But still, the knowledge of grammar was not complete. The knowledge of grammar is so vast that even though Indra was learning grammar from Lord Brahma, still it was not complete. So this is the vastness of the grammar. So big, huge actually. Many things are there. And demigods, they also wanted to learn grammar. So they approached Indra. So, oh Lord Indra, you have learned grammar from Lord Brahma. Please teach us. So Lord Indra, what did he think? What did he do? He just summarized whatever he has learned from Lord Brahma. He just summarized, and some point of time he gave this knowledge to demigods. And thus, in the disciplic succession, we are also getting the grammar. In this earthly planets. So in that way we got, and in that way there are many actually schools of grammar. Aindram, Chandram, Kashakritstram, Kaumaram, Shakatayanam, Saraswatam, Chapishalam, Shakalam, Paniniyam. You would have heard about the grammar of Panini. So Panini wrote grammar, Ashtadhyayi. That is the book he has written. Then Aindram means the grammar told by Indra, Chandram told by Chandra, Kashakritsnam, another Muni, Kaumaram, Kumaras, Shakatayan Muni, Saraswatam, so Saraswat, another Muni, Chapishalam, and then Apishalihi Muni was also there. Then Shagala Muni was there. So in that way, there were many, before Panini, these were the schools of grammar. So now we don't find some text we find actually of some of the munis, but some are actually extinct. Okay, so these are there. Okay, and so the way and limbs. Okay, so what are the limbs? So Shiksha is considered to be nose, Vyakaranam is considered to be mouth, the mukham of the Veda Purusha. Then Chanda Shastra is considered to be the feet of Veda Purusha, and Nirukta is considered to be the etymology. The etymology it means, or the dictionaries. They are considered to be ears of Veda Purusha. Jyotish is considered to be the eyes of the Veda Purusha. And Kalpa, or the description of Vedic actions, when to do that action and how to perform that actions. So these are considered to be the arms. Okay. So in that way, this is the thing. So at last, in this course, we'll be focusing mainly on the two skills, two language skills. So totally, when we learn a language, so there are four things: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Eventually, when we listen, then we speak. Okay, whatever we listen, then eventually we learn to read. Then we write. Okay, that's a gradual process. And in this course, we'll be mainly focusing on reading and writing, basic comprehension and error-free writing. Okay, so that will be possible only when we understand the grammar. Then linguistic Sanskrit understanding, structure understanding, then nuances of Sanskrit grammar, and pronunciation will be covered in a separate course. So in this course, we will not be focusing on pronunciation, but mainly on reading and writing. At the last, as I just mentioned, our roadmap of our Sanskrit grammar course. So first of all, we should be, the Varnas are there, and Varnas constitute Padam, and Pada, the group of Padas, they constitute Vakyam. For example, Rama Phalam Khadat. So what is the meaning of Vakyam? Arthavat Padanam Samuha Vakyam. A Vakya is the fundamental unit of communication. Okay. And it has a group of meaningful words, and word or padam is a meaningful group of letters, varnas, which are, okay. So Rama, Phalam, Khadati, these are the varnas. Okay, and then it becomes a pada. Each letter is a pada, and when it is written in a structured way, then it becomes a meaningful vakya. So in that way, I would like to end this session. I'm really sorry for the extending this class, today's class. Just wanted to complete this. Yeah. Any questions?
हाँ, हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Yes, Shad.
तो जैसे आपने अभी बताया कि we will only focus on reading and writing, but you are said कि for pronunciation we'll do different classes.
Yeah,
What
different separate course we can plan, but in this course we will not be focusing.
What is reading? What is difference between reading and pronunciation?
Reading and pronunciation. Yeah, so definitely pronunciation is definitely included in reading. If we properly pronounce it properly, then how can we read? But mainly reading here. I want to tell that we have to study properly. When we actually understand, the text properly, that is possible only when we actually learn the nuances of Sanskrit grammar. Then only we can actually properly study. So by reading, I want to include the concept of studying the sentences, and then only after studying, after properly understanding, only then we can compose. Okay, we can also actually create some sentences. So the main portion, of course, pronunciation is included in reading, but we will not be focusing on pronunciation, but mainly on studying the concepts of the Sanskrit grammar.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hers.
Prabhuji, actually, regarding this thing that Indra has learned from Brahma, I have heard that Indra learned from Brihaspati. So could you please provide the reference that what exactly correct is for this? And another.
Actually, there are different variations of the story. I have another text. So in that text, it is told that actually maybe Brahma told to Indra, or maybe Brahma told to maybe Brihaspati is also there in between. So, but I think there is some variation in that text. So there could be some variations in the story.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe Brihaspati has actually taught grammar to Indra, and then Indra taught to other demigods. There is another variation where Brahma is teaching the grammar to Lord Indra, and Indra is disseminating this knowledge to the demigods.
Yes, probably you can include the reference also from.
Mataji. Actually, it's a Sanskrit text, no? So usually what happens, it's sometimes difficult to write also that letter.
Okay.
So yeah,
Probably
definitely,
one
I
more
will try my best to write.
Yeah, one more thing, Prabhuji, you have mentioned that 18 or 16 something is used in Shiksha, something like 18 times is used, E is used, A-E-I-O, something you was explaining about Shiksha.
Yeah, Mataji, yes. So this Shiksha, this Swarupam, if you see, so Shiksha, what does it tell? It's telling about the sounds. Okay, so if you see in this letter, the word letter, it has actually 18 sounds, different, 6 types of Rasva sounds, 6 types of Dirgha sounds, 6 types of Pluta sounds. So in that way, there are many, so many classifications of the one letter even. So these all things are actually there in the Shiksha Shastra. And in that way, the Shiksha Shastra actually gives us the knowledge how to pronounce the statements of the Vedas. If you see, sometimes you go above, you go down, you go above, you go down. And how to pronounce that letter in which manner, how to pronounce that word in which manner. So, and how to actually control our air. So that Shiksha Shastra actually teaches us. Now, you would have heard in the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, what happened? Are you able to recall that story, Mataji? In 6th canto, some mistake happened in pronouncing the letter, and some.
Yeah, with Indra Shatru.
Yes. So the word Indra Shatru, what happened, that priest, he actually elongated, he emphasized, or he just maybe did some mistake, and where he wanted to elongate and where he wanted to put some halt, there he elongated, and there some mistake happened, and some different meaning actually came. The friend of Indra. So different meaning, friend of Indra, or maybe just Indra. So different meaning came out. When he wanted to do Indra Shatru, or the enemy of Indra, but it became some other meaning. So this is the power of sound. When to give emphasis, when not to give emphasis. And these are the things in Karma Kanda actually. And Karma Kanda, you have to be 100% error free. If you do any mistake in pronouncing the shlokas or speaking the statements of the Vedas, some other meaning will come out and some other thing will happen. So we have to be very pakka. Otherwise, the Vedic statements which we are pronouncing, that will actually, while we are expecting some good in our house or good in something, we want to do some punya, we will be committing papa if we actually go against the roots of Shiksha Shastra. So these are the things of Shiksha, and that's why in Gurukula, when the boys used to go before studying the Vedas, the teacher for many years used to actually teach Shiksha first of all the Vedantas, but first of all he started with Shiksha. Okay, this is how you have to pronounce the statements. Otherwise, some problem will happen if you pronounce the shlokas wrong.
Yes, Prabhuji. Even Hare Krishna Mahamantra also should be pronounced very, very properly.
Yeah. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mercifully gave us, so we don't have so much of rules and regulations. Like we have to pronounce fair. But yeah, basic things are there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But mainly when we are pronouncing some Upanishadic mantras like Purusha Shuktam also, then in Purusha Shuktam we have to be very careful. Okay. It's not like anyone can chant, but it's better that we, properly we are initiated and we chant that Purusha Shuktam in a proper way. And when to emphasize, when to give emphasis, when not to give emphasis, that we have to be very careful.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, आप वो alphabet and meaning share करेंगे like for the book to learn Sanskrit
इसका
alphabets and words?
संस्कृत मतलब किसका बोल रहे
Like,
हैं?
so for the course,
हाँ.
reading and writing, right? For reading,
Okay.
we need to get all the alphabet, words, matra, and all that.
Yes. In the coming classes, I will be giving everything. Gradually, I will be giving all the PPT slides, PDF files, I also told about reference books. So all the reference books and all the other material will be provided to gradually. So today was the introduction session. So that's why I did not give today, but gradually when coming classes at a specific time I will provide all the things, and definitely you can refer everything and how much ever is needed for fundamental, for building your foundation. Each concept is very vast. Even the letter A has actually many different things. You can just go on, just to speak on the letter A, you can go on speaking about that letter A and the intricacies of that letter A for maybe 25 days, 30, 40, maybe 1 year. Actually. Every day you can do classes. So much intricacies. It's not so black and white. Okay, this like many things are there in and many different classifications are there of even each letter.
Like I saw in the PowerPoint, 150 billion words. So it's like it's not simple.
Yeah, it's not simple.
Yeah. One common question, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
You mentioned about God and demigod. So Lord Krishna is the main, like he's the God, and demigods are like Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu. Is that the hierarchy?
Yeah, Lord Shiva is considered to be in different category. There's a different tattva for that. But the demigods mainly they are Lord Indra, and these are the all demigods. Yeah, it's like Lord Brahma. These are considered to be all the demigods. And Supreme Lord Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and Vishnu is not considered to be a demigod. He's a god only. Okay? But these are the demigods. Okay, the other like Lord
So
Brahma,
Lord Shiva,
Lord Shiva is
Supreme
considered
Lord
to be,
Krishna.
yeah, we can consider him a demigod in one sense, but it's not that actually. We cannot exactly put him in the category of demigod. Like we cannot just compare it with that. He's like exactly they are in this. Shiva is not exactly in the same level like Indra or Chandra or some other Vayu Deva. But Shiva is considered to be in other tattva. There is a different tattva for Shiva, and we cannot. There can be no. We cannot take any living entity cannot replace or they cannot take the position of Lord Shiva. But the position of Indra, the position of Chandra, these are all positions, Prabhu. Lord Brahma is a position, Indra position. So if we are also qualified, then we can also become Indra. We can also become Chandra. But we can never become Shiva. Yes. So this is the difference between demigods and Lord Shiva.
Thank you.
Prabhuji, I have a question. Sorry, I joined late.
Prabhu.
But the question I have is...
Yes, Satya Prabhu.
Satya
I have a
Prem.
question.
Yeah, Prabhuji, the question is that when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, I always have this. Do we pronounce Hare Krishna or Hare Krishna? How do we say Krishna properly?
Yeah, Prabhu. See, it's not Krishna. That is completely wrong. That actually some different from Gujarat. In Gujarat also they pronounce it as Krishna, but that is wrong. We pronounce it as Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So it's not completely re. Okay, it's not completely re. Otherwise, re means you just write ra, and you put dirgha ikar sign after the ra. So that becomes re. But we are not pronouncing re. We are pronouncing re. Okay, so re is there and Krishna. So that is not Krishna, but Krishna. There is a little bit difference. I don't know how much you're able to hear properly. But
Yeah.
if I tell you like personally, then maybe you could have more
Okay.
accurate you can get. So it is actually Krishna, not Krishna. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Prabhuji. Because we chant every day and I want to make sure we chant perfectly. That's the reason I'm asking this question.
Yeah, Prabhu, yes, definitely. It's not Krishna, but it's Krishna.
Krishna. Okay.
Yes.
Prabhuji, you are teaching pronunciation in this class.
Yes, yes. Sometimes, yeah, this is very basic, like basic. Many people ask sometimes. What even in the last course also, one devotee asked me, Prabhuji, what is it actually? Re or Krishna Kirti.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I've heard it said that to speak a language comfortably, actually one needs to have get a vocabulary of 10,000 words. And
Yeah, yeah.
whatever the number, what is the best way to build vocabulary?
Yes. So definitely it's a gradual process, Prabhu, to learn the vocabulary. What happens usually when we study different texts, different Sanskrit texts, then what happens? We have to refer to the Nirukta or the dictionaries again, because we don't know that word, and then we have to refer dictionary, and in that way our vocabulary also gradually increases, because sometimes the acharyas will use that word again and again, and then in that way we can become acquainted to those words by increasing vocabulary by referring dictionaries. But if we are not reading any text, but if we just want to increase our vocabulary, then I have some courses, I have some data which I can send you. I can send the links in the group maybe, or maybe personally. So you can refer to that. And there are some specific what to tell. It's a chapter wise. The vocabulary is categorized in the chapter way. So all the vocabulary pertaining to demigods, all the vocabulary pertaining to fruits, flowers, or maybe some other day-to-day transactions, or maybe some other things. So in that way, vocabulary is being categorized, and I can send you that too. So you can refer that. So there is vocabulary level 1, vocabulary level 2, vocabulary level 3. In that way, there are levels, and gradually you can increase your vocabulary. But definitely, if we if you want to just increase our vocabulary by reading the Shastra, that is the best way by referring dictionaries. So in this course also, I will be taking one session, maybe for half an hour. I will teach how to use dictionaries, how to use Sanskrit dictionary. I will be providing around 10 different dictionaries, 10 Sanskrit dictionaries, and written by very big like Apte and Monier Williams, and other dictionaries also there. And how to refer that so that we can actually get the meaning, the proper meaning.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So if there are no other questions, I will just conclude here. And we will see in the next class. Tomorrow's class, we'll meet at the same time, 7:30 p.m. We will have class.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah. You have any question, Bro? Chaitanya, Bro?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just conclude here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.